And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing FortressCraft Evolved. Well, this is what it looks like. This is what uranium looks like. Whether this is uranium or not, I am not sure. So we're going to scan it because it shows up as unknown. And so to get rid of, I mean, if this is the other type of hard rock that is unknown, then I want to be able to scan this, research it, and get it so only uranium will show up as unknown. That will allow me to actually locate it. So I jotted down the coordinates down here so I can use teleport, because I really don't want to spend 20 minutes traveling back and forth. So we are going to use teleport. Oop. I know it's cheating. I know I have teleporters that I can make. I will make teleporters, but I want to get somewhere that I actually need to be at. Plus I need a whole lot of power to teleport that far. So we're going to research this. It's uranium. And you can tell when you have the mod installed because I added this symbol to uranium. So that is uranium now. Now projects, we have nuclear power as a project. But you can see it takes 256 compressed chlorine, 256 Hymel blocks, which are crafted from chromium and molybdenum blocks, and 256 compressed Freezon. So the reason I have this as the research, because the reactor takes chlorine and compressed Freezon as ingredients, and it uses the T4 blocks as crafting components. So I wanted to make sure the Hymel blocks are in there. So by researching this, by being able to research this, you've already in your game guaranteed that you're able to make all of these things. Now, are you able to make enough of them? That's the big question. But we actually found some uranium, which is great. So we don't have anything to unlock that I really want, but I do want the lens polisher and the lens chromer. That's a definite must. I'm going to need the pipe coater for no real specific reason, but I do know that I'm going to need the fluid pipes eventually. And let's see, those I think oh no, I didn't. I just saw them in there. Conduits. Okay, so anything else that I might need? I don't need any of these suit upgrades because I got the care package, which automatically gives you this one. But I'm not sure if it gives you this one. So let's see. I want to unlock this one as well, just to see if I'm right about the crafting components. So upgrades. Yeah, suit power pack 2. So this one is included already, so I don't need to worry about that. So now that we found uranium, which was a process in and of itself, we need to get first the C5, which is, where would that be under? I don't think it would just be under manufacturing. I think it would just be under not consumables or maybe it's progression. There it is. So with this, we're gonna need 175, and we get 5 at a time. So divided by 5, we're gonna need 36 clicks. So 30 would be 15. That would be 20. 35. Yep, 35 clicks. So we're gonna need some more. We only need to build one of these. We only ever want one of these, so I don't need to automate the creation of the climate control center. So we're going to need quite a few ore extractors and quite a few low-grade steel and lightweight machine housing. Lightweight is not too bad. I can craft a ton of those right now. because I've got so many tin plates on me. So I can just craft a bunch of these. And, oh, there goes all, oh, look at that. I exactly the right amount of tin plates for that. So that's 9 times 35 is a number that I can't calculate in my head. So let's see, 9 times 30 would be 270. And then 9 times 5 would be 45. So 270 plus 45 would be 315 ore extractors. That's a lot of ore extractors. And I'm out of iron. So let's go load up on some resources here. Gold. Iron is over here. 2, 3. And let's see. So remember, 235. We're going to need some more tin as well. Where's my tin? Oh yeah, it's way over here. So tin, and tin, and tin. So let's see. So 300, no. Forgot how many it was already. It was 310-ish. So it's 35, 270, yeah, like 310. Do I need copper? I think I do. Because this is a lot of these ore extractors. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be a plenty of resources to at least get the ore extractors out of the way. And we want to build, so progression. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I need some more low-grade steel bars. Luckily, those are automated, and I can just zip up here and not sit in a corner somewhere. Okay, where am I crafting those? Was it right here? Low-grade steel bar. Okay. Got more of those. I really need more manufacturing plants lingering around here. And zip on over here. Let's build some more of these. So I need 175 total. Let's get rid of that text that's right in the way right there. And, oh, I should have grabbed some imbued machine blocks, too. Might have enough. Oh, that text is still in the way. Good Lord, that's annoying. All right. Okay, 165. I need 2 more clicks, which is essentially 18 more. So I need 18 ore extractors. Okay, so I'll go to progression. There it is. So this is a... it doesn't actually tell you how big it is. Can I hit H? 5 by 7 by 5. So 5 by 5 base, 7 tall. It's a pretty big object. But it's the version of a CPH down in the cold caverns. So it is an important machine, but one of the things that you have to pay attention to is the fact once you build it, the cryoplasm spawns. So they're one and the same. As soon as you build the C5, cryoplasm is going strong. Now, we have to pick out a spot to build it, and that is the tough part, because you really, once you place it, you cannot move it. You cannot break it. Just like the CPH, you can't break it once it's built. And he did that, the developer did that, because the completion of it is what spawns the cryoplasm. And if you move it, okay, so let's give an example. Let's say you build it right here. And you know, spoiler alert, if you haven't played Frozen Factory yet, I'm gonna kind of tell you how the mechanics work here. So if you want to be surprised, you know, go ahead and hit mute for a little bit. So if you build it here, now cryoplasm will spawn 320 blocks in every major direction and every diagonal. So you go 320 blocks out, a cryo spawner will spawn. 320 blocks out from that, a cryoplasm will spawn. 320 blocks, so 8 of them surrounding the center of the C5 will spawn cryo. Now, if you break before he changed it, if you broke the C5 and you moved it, let's say over here. So you said, okay, this is a better spot to build it. So I'm going to build it here instead. And you built it over here. Well, you not only have the 8 cryos that spawned when you built it over there, the second you finish it here, 8 more cryos will spawn the second time, or from this location instead. So people not knowing that mechanic were actually doubling or tripling the amount of cryo that they were getting in their worlds, just from not knowing how that mechanic worked. So just be aware that you cannot move it anymore, and so once you place it, that is it. So be very, very careful about where you put it. And so before I finish it, I actually want to go along my wall here. So I've got quite a few. I gotta find the hole. There it is. I want to get this repaired. I am gonna raise the floor up, but I want to take out all of the guns and stuff first, because I don't want to super build. I don't want to super build over anything. So this goes right here. So I'm gonna just build this out here. I am building, see, I excavated out to here, but I'm actually building my wall in a little bit. And the reason for that is when I start defending, or if I need to poke out of the wall somewhere, I can dig out from the wall, and then have a little place to walk in case there's a wall of cold cavern stone in front of me. So right here, because the pit of doom is right there, I'm gonna go out over here. And we're gonna build across and just control click the block above. We're using some serious paste. So if you didn't have the recipe rebalance mod or the construction paste rebalance, this would have cost, just this little wall segment would have probably cost many, many thousands of construction paste. And like I said, just building the wall I did around used almost 40,000. So by the time I finish this little segment, it's about almost exactly 40,000 paste to finish this off. And that's not even with the floors. I still have a ton more to do with the floors. But I wanted this thing enclosed before I built the C5. Look at all the slimes over here. This is insane. There we go. Now that's done, I can figure out a spot for the C5. And as such, let's see. We've got Nothing over there. I'm looking at where my crystal is because I want nice straight lines to defend. So this is where a ton of crystal is. I've already got the floor in over here. So I want to make sure that if cryoplasm started poking through the walls, which it can, this stuff will just slow it down. It can eventually poke through. It's kind of a last resort. If it has nowhere else to build, if it can't find anywhere else to build, it'll go through just like a hive. It uses basically the same algorithms and mechanics as a hive. It's just a little different in how it bends the growth. So if I built it, let's say right here. I want to build it semi-close to my entrance here, so I can feed it power when I need to. But if I built it right here, and what I want to do actually, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if it's right here, remember, from here out, this is where your major battle, these are where major battles will start. You want to build it as close to the center of your area. So you're defending this whole area here. You want to build it close to the center because, you know, the cryo will start to creep in from all sides. If you offset it, if you put it really close to one end, like if I put it right at the end there, the cryo that spawns over on that direction might even be inside the walls. So that would be bad. But I kind of want to make sure that I can walk under this thing. I don't want this thing intruding into my little space here. So I'm going to build it right here. And I know it's dark. That will be remedied here soon. I'm going to be starting to put electric lights up in here. And that will really go a long ways in lighting this place up. But I want to get those hard rock grinders to actually be doing something right now. Where is the C5? There it is. So we are going to build... See, it's giving you warnings. Every time you build one, it's giving you that warning. Once constructed, you cannot dig it back up. You can dig these out, but once it's built, it's built. You cannot dig it out. So this is 7 high, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Doesn't give you that error or that warning when you super build. Okay. This is the moment of truth. And you should see coming up on the screen the notification. Unless you removed it. Could have removed it, but I'm pretty sure it's still there. It takes a couple seconds. So it needs a little bit of power. I think it's like 25 power per second. And I'm not sure if our hard rock grinders are actually operational now or if this thing actually needs some power. So this little doodad up on top will actually point to the closest bit of cryoplasm. So if you see it pointing one way and then you come back and it's pointing another way, that means there was a cryoplasm that sort of had a little growth spurt, and that is why it kind of moved. So I want to actually move this out and in. Because I want those hard rock grinders that we have way down deep to actually start doing something. So with this should be starting. It'll kick on once it gets so much power. So 1% power, yeah. So it actually needs a little bit of power before it will do its thing. And I want to, or I need to, head back up to the surface. I need to grab some more of my 2,000 slot hoppers. And I think that will kickstart my factory. Because that crafting process really consumes a lot of resources. So it'll really put to the test everything. So that's the inductions. Batteries, I think they were in here. Yeah, I'm gonna just take all 50. You know, I want a lot of them. I'm gonna need a lot of them. Oh, I just had another rocket launch. Some more research parts. I'm pretty sure that coal vein that we've been harvesting for that process has got to be down at least halfway, because it was 400,000 when we started. So let's see what it is now. Oh yeah, way more than half. That has been just chewing through all my coal. Got some more research parts up in here. It's always welcome. Let the world load in a little bit here. Somewhere over here. Is the blinky light somewhere? It's got to be close. Oh, I see it. It's way over here. All right. I'm going to throw that in to get researched. Right here. So where is... I thought I had them on my thing here. So let's throw that in there. That should kickstart that. Collect. RP for everybody. And now that Arthur's charged back up, we can head back down to the cold caves. Assuming I did what I wanted to do up there. Forgot what I wanted to do. But that C5 should have enough power. I didn't see the notification come up, which is weird. He might have removed that. So no, he still needs power. I'm pretty sure once he charges up, he shouldn't need too much power. Look at that, 36 organic rock in there. 8 more in there. We got just so much of it. I'm getting a little less now because I've walled it off. And so I'm limiting the amount of wandering. Look at that, 43. How 5,500. These poor slimes want somewhere to go, so I think I'm gonna accommodate them. Look at everybody, you have somewhere to go. Goodbye. It's kind of dangerous though. Cryoplasm could just sneak right in there. Okay, let's find... I'm going to take one of these and I'm going to just go in a direction. So we're going to go this direction. I want to try to scan one of the spawners while I can, because it won't take long for them to get surrounded with cryoplasm. I should be far enough out here. Look at this wide open area. I have a feeling this is going to be quite the cryo fight once it starts happening. Ooh, there's a emerald over here. I'm always loving the gems. So my little row of lights kind of tell me what direction I've been going in. Look at the serious... Oh, so much crystal far out here. Yeah, I'm not seeing... I should have hit the cryo by now, don't you think? Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Those little sparklies you see in the air sometimes, see those? That indicates a segment rendering. So that's a brand new segment. Hasn't been seen yet. I'm gonna head back along my line of and beef up the power. Really, where's my... Here we go. Should just be able to buzz right through here. Ooh, look at that one. Yeah, nice. Where's my wall? Wall has got to be somewhere. Man, I really went out there, didn't I? I see a wall. There we go. How far off was I from... Oh, look at that. I ran right back to it. We're going to close that up. And this thing still doesn't have power. So let's beef that up a little bit. Give you a little bit more power. And see if powering this thing actually kickstarts the cryo to spawn. Because I want to scan one of those. And we have gone way over time. Wow, the time just flew by today. Come on, power. You've got to kick on soon. Wow, it's still... Come on. There it goes. Now. Is that going to spawn my cryoplasm? That is the question. Oh, I'm not seeing it. There it is. So you can see the minus 320, 320, that's a diagonal. And 0, 320, and 320, 320. And there are the rest. So that's all the cryo. And we will find it and scan it next episode. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.